absolute gallop. And then lost out to Mervyn King and Ray van Barneveld, who beat the holder last week. He's in good form and he loves Bournemouth. There's something about the sea air that brings out the best in the Great Dutchman. But it's Lewis with first darts. Best of 14, first to 8.
I've had a lot of Twitters and emails about what these players should do. Several people have said that Barney is better when he slows down the shot. And Adrian, as Dave said, is on fire for 3.5 legs last week, averaging around 117. It's got elegant draw written all over it.
55.
Last week, as we said, Lewis lost to King. Despite a 96 average, Barney 8-5 winner against Wade. Lovely lateral movement from the great Barney. And lovely lateral movement in the crowd. Perfect dart. Still an open bait. Slack dart.
So Barneveld against the throw here. A triple digit return could just edge this leg his way.
100.
See that beautiful style. Quite early release. Arm still at 10 degrees to the floor. Adrian stabbing the dart more. And if you look back over their performances in the league, in 4 meetings since 07, Adrian hasn't won one against this man in the Premier League.
50.
Well, it's a chance here for Lewis, 146. It should stay on 20s. Should be treble 10, really.
110.
Right, here's a nice little 3-darter for Barney. Just got a little upward flick at the end of the trajectory. That dart could open the door for Lewis here. And if Lewis gets the first leg well, he's got bananas for 4 legs anyway. Adrian coming in, red bit, high, double 18. It's a marker and it's a dip.
And there is that dip, Sid, and Lewis holds on to his throw there, although Barneveld had his chance and rather let the opportunity slip. So it is now Barneveld with the throw, top of second leg.
And talking line Don has me and Dave was sitting here, giving it large. You could even hear the cry at Harry Redknapp's house, which ain't that far from Dave's. Adrian's on form. Oh! Hardest place in the segment to hit. With Geordie Water by the salty sea. Something tells me this is a match you want to see.
Well, this is really volcanic play, isn't it?
80.
And Barneveld on the wrong end of a 180, but replied, and he won't wish to lose the throw here, the leg with the throw. If Lewis can go a 2 up, he's a much better front runner, Sid.
Absolutely, Dave, spot on the money there. He has been for 42. Yes! Top of the tree commentating. You see the style of Lewis. Barney last week, after about 5 legs, had done 10 plus treble 19s. He was on fire on treble 19 last week.
Yes, it was an interesting switch of strategy by Barneveld. It worked for him very well against Wade. But treble 13 now ought to be the shot for Lewis. And Barneveld needs 120 Shanghai to save the leg with the dart, Sid.
Too high. Odd shot this, though, the understacker. Given the flight, that was the wrong shot. I believe should have been the treble 19. Yeah, we could. For 2, lead. The enfant terrible of darts. Once top lipstick, as they say in Barneveld. Middle of the bed. Adrian off like a whippet running from a glue factory.
Kiss the lipstick. Adrian Lewis 2 up and with the darts here, and Barneveld suddenly finds that he's on the wrong end of a whirlwind.
Whirlwind it is, but sometimes he doesn't blow. 2007 Premier League darts. After week 3, Adrian lost 6 on the trot. 4 times into the playoffs. Never. Well, there you go. And some people get the blues. Even watching a darts match. Adrian on fire on the 60.
Well, we remember last week that Lewis did something similar. He started spectacularly well and then allowed the match to slip away. And Barneveld will not give him much room for leeway here. Look at him go. Still room, one would think, for another dart in the treble. He obliges right on cue.
Makes it look as easy as spooning mines through him. There's that too high lie. That he's getting that dart that demands the understacker too often. Opportunity here then, table on end. Fair, going to get 3-zip in a fraction.
Yes, it could have been an 11 darter. He'll settle for 12. Barneveld's on a finish. He wants the bullseye now for 3-zip, and that is a really sensational finish from Lewis. He goes 3 up, and Barneveld isn't quite sure what has hit him.
Averaging 105, 3 on the trot. It's a nice stacker. Should take this into the red bit.
100.
Oh, lost the line. Adrian Lewis on fire here.
Yes, Lewis now under the managerial guidance of our colleague Keith Deller. Going to be interested to see if Keith's experience and wealth of knowledge is just going to give this player that little bit of extra to push him into the very top of the tree.
Well, Keith's mum coaching the world title behind the kitchen door with the frying pan in one hand, throwing 60s with the other. So maybe he's been getting the chip pan treatment.
You know, Barneveld can ill afford to go 4 behind. We remind you, it's first to 8 legs, and Lewis is almost halfway there in the blink of an eye.
Oh, there you see it. Premier League of darts. Palpitation, leisure, demonstration, PLD. Adrian Aberginelli, 109.
And Barneveld's got to look slippy here. Otherwise, this leg will be snatched from him. 121 for Lewis. We've seen his finishing power.
Treble, 11. Wants the bull again. Gets the bull again!